So 1XN's going to be a little bit left out. But NIP as well, what does their composition do? Well, a little bit of everything. It's got some good poke, it's got some good setup for the Victor.
Stings a little bit for 1XN here, 20 CS behind. It's not the position you want to be in after 5 minutes. Good news for ThunderTalk is you will get the Drake. That's nice. But you will still have to deal with the smaller leads generated individually on the side of NIP.
Leave, with his long range of the piercing arrow, will be able to bully 1XN before these fights and before these skirmishes.
Oh, yes, now getting engaged in this bot side. Finds the public execution underneath the turret though. Maybe he can buy some time as now Feather is moving in as well. Oh yeah, still alive. Somehow he managed to buy enough time, but it's just not quite the outcome they were looking for as he ends up going down in the end. It's the kill for Doinby. These Void Grubs, which they will do. But the pings are coming through.
Satop has to walk the long way around to get involved in this fight, but he has no Spirit Rush anyway.
Okay, Hook's coming through. It's not quite enough. Aki's getting zoned here quite a bit. Feather tries to step forward, doesn't hit the target where he needs to. Niket doesn't have the depth charge yet, so maybe that's good news. Aki manages to smite away at least one grubby, and now they're going in for the fight. Aki in the backline has to flash out straight away, as this is not the positioning you want. Feather Storm by 1XN has been used. He pulls back the feathers, finds the root, and in the end it's a kill for Setup. But now 1XN has to pay for his life. Setup left by his lonesome as Aki's moving back in as well. He trades one back, but he will probably go down as well. Doesn't have the flash. It's the double kill for Setup, but the question is at what cost, because your team falls. The Void Grubs will probably... Well, the singular Void Grub that is still there will probably stand for another second. The last Void Grub sounds like a great movie, by the way. The last Void Grub. But the last Void Grub has been taken back. 11 minutes in the game, and it's already a 2k gold lead. Maybe now. Aki finds a nice Cataclysm. They're moving into the backline. Feather with the engage, but then again, 1XN just goes down. Nicely done by Nayu. Yes, they get the return kill onto Leaf. But again, at what cost? They invest a lot, but they don't end up getting the outcome they were looking for. Now with the Drake up, it's going to be hard to fight that one. Huya tries to escape using the public execution. Feather is in the area, keeping him safe
and
there.
It's looking very much like we're repeating history, unfortunately, for ThunderTalk, as NIP are now 2,500 gold to the good. They've stopped the early dragon stacking that TT tried to put down, and Doinby is 5-0 on this Victor.
The plant will definitely spot Feather here, but I don't think Aki has been spotted yet. Now he's on vision. He's going to drag himself over the wall, but he's getting caught out relatively early on, and that's just another kill given over to NIP. Not really much you can say about that. Invade the jungle, take away these camps from Aki, who's now just respawned back on the map. Feather's going forward. Here comes the quickness. Maybe they can find something, but Feather's going to drop down extremely low. Feather's going to be pulled back, and that's a good kill. Necessary kill going over to Aki, and they are looking for a little bit more. Public execution comes through onto Leaf. Leaf underneath the turret won't be enough. Hoya with the kill as well. And that's exactly the proactivity that I want to see from TT in order to fight back.
A little bit of a return donation onto Aki, as it does end up giving over a little bit of a freebie as TT take down this tier 1 turret. It's not quite kills onto 1XN, but it is gold via these assists, via the turret and the way that he's able to collect. Probably going to see NIP force us to a game number 3, but he's been permanently safe in this situation. Aki.
Cataclysm coming through. Leaf doesn't really have any tools, doesn't have the flash, Feather Storm, and the pullback going through, therefore...
Can he get out,
going over through Aki. I don't think... Oh!
Looks like they're cross-mapping, they're looking toward this bot side. I think trying to take the turret in the face of a Cassante is going to be quite difficult, but it's just going to be quite straightforward. A Rift Herald for nothing.
Well, that's how it goes.
Flash for flash with Doinby is worthwhile if you are Aki. It's about if you can survive by doing that.
Sadly, Drake wasn't up there for TT to go for the trade. Therefore, we can see NIP actually going in with both getting the Herald and also getting the Dragon.
For the time being, their defenses of the tier 1 turret are going to be questioned.
You know what? Sometimes I think that's a better choice, but they're looking to get something.
What are they doing?
TT, that's a beautiful Cataclysm underneath the turret. Beautifully done. It's a double kill for 1XN. Has used the Ghost But I think that's well worth it. Now NIP, they have to look. Maybe they can get something back here. Possibly, if TT overstay, they do have a wave coming in. Maybe they can pick up the turret. It would be so important for them to gain some mobility back on this map, but...
Where they move so heavily up to the top side and commit so much to trying to defend him that they don't actually have what it takes to contest this Atacon anymore. They don't have RELT, they don't have the quickness from Feather either, and they spent so much trying to keep their Ambessa alive. And they are going to channel it, they're going to call for this then.
Let's see, maybe
Still
if he
no
can hit a good
quickness.
public execution. I gotta look at Hoya here, he has to find something. Doinby, maybe the target, as NIP there going a little further back. They are respecting this, and now the question stands, who gets the smite? It's going to the blue side. That's NIP with the soul point. Question is, does TT win a step further forward? Don't think so. Hook from NIP doesn't connect, so therefore...
Well, Void Grub's in their back pocket as well. It's not going to be nothing, but Aki looking for a flank. Seitab, Hoya, they're all pincering.
Come on, do something. Cataclysm coming through. Aki has to go out though, and they are not quite hitting the damage as the public execution is coming late to the party, but the Arcane Storm is doing so much work. That's a double kill for Doinby. He's moving further forward. Nayu getting a kill against Zetap. 1xN, the last one standing because Aki is running for the hills. And they end up staying alive, but they lose a turret and they lose another fight. Which is also playing a big part at this point. You know, Doinby, of course, massively ahead compared to Setup. But also 1xN, just item-wise, not quite there yet. Doesn't have the third item completed. And now they are looking...
Oh, this is a
TP
deep
through.
TP here. Yeah, Setup's
Well,
gone
let's
far.
see. Setup's gone far. And it's a 5v5 situation. Maybe he can find an angle here. As Leave is on the side, but the engage comes through from the side of NIP first. Aki down, therefore no Cataclysm.
Steal denied for NIP. They do need to be careful, keep their eyes on Feather, make sure that this Rakan can't get into the pit either.
Yeah, he has to make it in first, and then of course the smite has been nerfed a little bit, but they're
Oh, they
looking
get
for an
Leave.
engage. That was a beautiful public execution. Leave is down. Now can they get something more? 1xN on the side trying to hit onto solo kill. The Arcane Storm doing some work, but now it's gone. Feather Storm going through. Can he get the Feather pullback? It's so important. Maybe get the pullback now. Doinby doesn't take too much damage, and now 1xN is the one who has to sacrifice himself, as Zetap doesn't have the Spirit Rush anymore. Hoya trying to buy some time so that Zetap can maybe make it out alive. It was a nice try from TT. They end up at least denying the Baron for now. It would be the Mountain Soul going over to NIP. And we're waiting. Hoya still
Aki's
not
so
quite
far
there.
away.
They need more time. This is going way too fast. Aki needs to find a way in. Maybe he can drag himself over the wall, but he doesn't end up getting it. Maybe the Cataclysm, maybe the damage. There is another good ultimate into the backline. They do dish out some damage. It's Leaf that ends up going down. But as long as Doinby stays alive, as long as the Arcane Storm gets to do what it needs to do, look at it. It's ginormous. This is just a huge ball of damage.
Firing the whole time, still full HP. Now with the soul at his back, so taking him down becomes even more difficult. And ThunderTalk, with a refusal to acknowledge where the problem lies in this game, are going to lose out on Soul, lose out on Baron, and finding where the problem lies, right? Like, yes, killing the AD carry, typically a good idea. However, Hoya's the one on the fire.
Yeah, he will get hooked. Should go down here. Not really much he can do. Doesn't have the flash. Another one for Doinby. Make that 10.
The top side, he might trade a tier 2 for this, but odds are NIP in a 3 versus 5 in the base are going to look to break open more than just a tier 2 turret down on the bot side. The inhibitor turret already gone before Seitab can even take that tier 2, and the question is whether he can get this without NIP taking his whole base.
They're looking for it. They do have the Baron buff. Baron empowered minions are doing a lot of work here as the first Nexus turret is already down. Now the TP coming through from Zetap. Maybe they can try and turn it around. They need to buy some time. Maybe sit out this Baron buff, but it's another 1.5 minutes. Aki now split off from the rest of the team. Has to move out of his own base, which is of course less than ideal, as Niket doesn't quite get the hook through, but 1xN has to use the ultimate defensively as they're not stepping forward. Now you trying to go for a Feather pullback coming through. Public execution hits, but it doesn't really do any damage. Doinby is just too strong. Now Aki trying to find an angle. Maybe you can get a Cataclysm down somewhere.
Okay, well, they've thwarted the first effort, but there's still a Baroned up creep, and NIP, they've got enough HP to stand between and probably try and take this down, letting the minion do the hard work. And a wave of supers now starting to come in. TT, they don't have the tools to stop this.
Another hook coming through as 1xN is now the next target. He should drop dead relatively soon, but he ends up staying alive for a little longer. But that's it. We're going to a series. We're going to a game 3 as NIP are looking to take down TT in game number 2 of this Group Nirvana game.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.